Oh, I wish I was hungry and I wish it was lunchtime because some fries and a Diet Coke would be really good right now.
Don't buy it. He wants pasta and pizza. We all know it. He also wants a beer. We saw some older gentlemen, though, having beer at 9 o'clock this morning. So, you know, it's possible.
Buongiorno.
Good morning.
It is day number 2. We are walking from Spello to Trevi, which is 19 kilometers.
I really like walk a day, rest a day, walk a day. I think we can put that in our schedule and spread it out.
Don't think we have time. What was your favorite part about Spello this morning, Michelle?
So at 6:30 this morning, and by the way, it's a Monday morning, not a Sunday morning. At 6:30 this morning, bells started going off. And they kept going and going.
Well, there are like 12 churches in this town, and apparently they turned all the bells on for Monday morning.
I don't remember them going off yesterday, which was the holiday. So I was really surprised by this. And then they went off again at 7 and like 7:05.
I have to show you really quick the finish of the festival. So flower petals still everywhere. Some of the paper is still down. This street is too narrow for the street sweepers to come down. There were street sweepers running all evening last night, up and down and up and down, getting most of it, but not all of it.
Not all of it. It'll, I'm sure, get cleaned up today. I mean, heck, everyone was up at 6:30.
We've got a relatively easy walk today.
I mean, there's a giant hill at the end.
Big hill at the end, because Trevi is, you know, another hill town. So let's get going.
I get to say the word today?
Which one?
Andiamo.
Let's go. Trail update.
The walk from Spello to
Foligno, which looks like Big Filigno, but the GN is a nya.
was really pleasant. There was like this, when you look on the map, it looks like you're going out of the way, and it looked like
It is out of the way.
it looked like maybe if you just went straight, it would be faster, and it would be. We took the longer one. I know, shocking.
The shorter way would have been a street a little busier than this with no sidewalks, just a shoulder.
And where we walked was super pleasant. I'm talking, you know, farmland and lots of locals. We really enjoyed it. Oh, they saw it.
They saw it. I took the video.
Oh, all right. Well, it was very pleasant. And then just when I needed food and cappuccino, the town arrived.
Here was Foligno. It's a beautiful little town.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they're getting ready for a palio, which is a big horse race. They've had like practice runs going on last week, and they were getting ready to set up the town square with the barriers and
The
things.
sad part is we can't make it to every festival, even though that it would be a dream. But on the way out of town, the town is say it again?
Foligno.
Foligno. There's a tourist office. Make sure you stop there and get a stamp.
Now we're heading out of town on this sidewalk / bike path.
And there are a lot of bikes out today.
Very busy for a Monday morning.
What do we have, Brian? Like, we have like 13K left
To go?
Yeah.
Probably a little less than that, maybe.
Walking directly into the sun. So,
And we have about 7K to our lunch stop.
oh my gosh, I live for pizza.
It's a good thing we have a GPS with tracks to follow, because sometimes the signs aren't super easy to find. Like that one right there looks pretty obvious when you're up on top of it, but walking up to this area, we would have followed the road otherwise without knowing. But then all of a sudden you see a towel and a yellow arrow and you know you're on track. if you look all the way up on the horizon, just to the left of that telephone wire pole, I believe that is Trevi, our destination. It's about 8.5 kilometers away. We've started our climb for the day. Fortunately, it's very gradual for the most part. The first thing you should know about us before you get too further into our videos is that we are not purists.
No, I mean, first of all, we have to walk because we're teachers. We have to walk in summer. And so sometimes it can be, really hot. So we'll take a taxi or a bus if we have to, especially if the temperature is, over 90. It can be just too hot to be out here.
Right now, we are taking what we like to call a common sense detour. You can see here on the map. The trail goes up the hill and then back down the hill when there's a perfectly good road that goes straight across and stays at the same elevation.
Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we've been screwed by doing a common sense detour.
Sometimes you always run the risk of coming across a locked gate or private property or something else that gets in your way, and we've had to backtrack. But most of the time it works out pretty well. We just, we've kind of got a good gut for it.
We have a good gut for it. We'll see. I feel like Brian telling you this right now.
Like I'm dooming us.
I mean, it makes me a little worried, but I'm in the shade right now and that's all that matters.
And I see the road in front of us and it looks perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything in our way. Up ahead there looks like some kind of a factory or industrial quarry or something. But
we usually double check our app with Google Maps and just make sure we're being smart. But, it's hot. That's all I could say.
And this could save us, a half kilometer. Who knows? That's the way we should have come. That's the way we came. Which way are we going?
We're going this way. It was fine. We missed a hill because of it. I'm not sure it was much shorter, maybe a quarter to a half of a kilometer, but we did miss a little hill and it was fine.
The only peril we had was an oncoming farm tractor.
Yes, such peril.
What the heck, Michelle? We're on a trail.
I know. What is this about?
This is the first time today that we have walked on non-hard paved surfaces.
You're on the right trail if there's a marker.
Actually, did we have any actual trail walking from Assisi to Spello?
No. This is our first trail of the trip.
This is our first trail.
But I hear there's a bar at the end.
At the end of this hill, there's a bar. Our climb has been very gradual, but very steady. That highway is the one we walked under at the beginning of the day. We are at Bar Roxi. The bar owner was about to close and lock the door. As I was walking up, he saw me and he left the door open.
Two things happened. Number one, we got fizzy water instead of natural water, still water, which is fine. It's a minor mistake. The second problem?
I left the chips on the counter and then he locked the door.
Yeah.
I think what he told me was that he was closing because he didn't feel good and he needed to go home. But he let us buy our drinks and our chips, got the drinks, left the chips on the counter.
Such is life.
It is after 12 o'clock. 5 kilometers to go.
Like 4.
4 kilometers to go. All uphill and relatively steep. So it's past the time limit that we set for ourselves most days.
Stop.
Because we're getting into the hottest part of the day and we've got a lot of sun coming up.
It's 83 degrees out. It's not terrible, but we're kind of done for the day. We haven't been able to find good food. We had breakfast, but we haven't been able to find good food. So, I mean, honestly, we could do it, but why? So that's where I'm at.
So we have a taxi coming from Foligno, picking us up at Bar Roxi, taking us on to Trevi.
Where I'm going to get a caprese salad. I'm going to get a sandwich. I'm very excited about this bar that Brian has picked out, and I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see. I'm sorry, the servant that I hired for my palace is on lunch break, but you can come in. Look at this. When we walked in here, I thought those were our beds.
Yes, I did too, but I was like, wow, look at this room and those two little beds.
And honestly, I wasn't unhappy with the two little beds, except they looked a little uncomfortable.
And one of them's missing a pillow. But look at this furniture.
And then I thought, when I saw the beds, I thought, oh, a dining room table in with beds. But then come with me.
Our host said, come this way.
Ceilings, please. So then when we were coming through here, I thought, oh, maybe this is a shared space. And we were, we're a part of the shared space. Then she walked through this door and said, oh no, this whole thing is yours.
Tutti por voi, all for us.
This is our bedroom. And besides the fact that I roll a little to the middle, it's actually a soft bed. Besides the fact that there's no air conditioning, it's pretty cool in here, temperature-wise. But this is beautiful. And then the smallest part of the room is the bathroom. That goes to, I don't know what. The shower's not a bad size. This is the little cramped part. Fortunately, tomorrow we have a washing machine, so I don't have to worry about doing laundry, because I wouldn't necessarily want to hang it all over the place here. But I don't know. It's a pretty cool room. Brian will put the name of it right there. Very high ratings, and I really liked it. And she had a stamp, which is
and it was only $75 US for one night.
I mean, that's only for us. I mean, it's high for pilgrim rates, but
would you stay at any hotel in the United States for $75 a night?
No, but this is beautiful. Now, leave while I take a shower. Goodbye.